What's up, YouTube? It's me, Carlos, back from the dead. It's been a while since I recorded a video. Mainly, honestly, just because I haven't taken the time to do it. I've been kind of busy anyway, but I just haven't taken the time to do it. But I'm back at it, and right now, what I want to show you is one of my favorite meals at the moment. Something I can really get full on, but I don't feel so guilty about eating. And so here we go. We're gonna make a stir fry, something super easy to make and super macro friendly. Alright, you guys, let me show y'all what I'm working with here. So first, chicken breast. It's not the cleaned ones without the bone. This one has the bone and it has the skin, but I always take the skin off before I cook them. The reason I buy these is mainly because they're cheaper. It's what I can afford. But also I found that these retain their size a lot better than the whole chicken breast that's already cleaned. Those, like, when I would take them out the oven, I feel like they would shrink way too much. Also, this is me splurging, you guys. I got some Asian stir-fry vegetable cuts. I believe they're like $5 or something. I like these vegetables a lot. Once the chicken is cooked, this is pretty much how it comes out. You know, nice big size. Here I got some veggies cooking. This is about 4 servings of the veggies. It's about 340 grams of veggies in there. They're almost ready, and that's pretty much what's gonna fill me up. So now I weigh out some chicken. This is about 5.5 ounces here. I tear it up into nice little bite-sized pieces. I'm just gonna put it in with the vegetables to get it nice and heated up. And then I'm gonna get the sauce ready. Now for the sauce, you guys, so I'm gonna use liquid aminos, and this sauce I got at H-E-B. It was buy one get one free, so I couldn't pass up that deal. And mixing them, it just depends how you like your food, how sweet you want it or how salty you want it. I like mine semi-sweet, so I would preferably go with like 2 parts of this and 1 part soy sauce, or this soy sauce substitute. As you can see here, I'm weighing out the serving size of this first, then I'm gonna add some of this. In order to fit this sauce into my macros, you guys, I don't really have to sacrifice much. I pretty much just sacrifice 1 rice cake, if anything, and that's it. And it gives so much flavor to my food. I was getting tired of just using hot sauce and honey mustard, and so thankfully I have this now. I'm going to scrape all of that out, but give me a minute. Alright guys, so just finished plating my food. This is what my stir fry looks like. Full of vegetables. As you can see, it's a nice big heaping pile of food. I'm going to kill this easily though. And then we'll get started on talking about supplements. So I just finished my stir fry. It was hella good. You know, I'm not full, but I'm content. And that's just the feeling you have to get used to when you're dieting or contest prep. But anyway, let's talk about supplements. I uploaded this little clip of me flexing. I was flexing my shoulders. And ever since then, I've been getting a few messages of people asking me, hey, what supplements do you take? What are you taking to get so big? Or what are you taking to cut? And I think people are really focused on supplements. And in my opinion, that's that's the wrong direction to aim your focus in. But let me show you everything that I take. First and foremost, something I believe anybody and everybody should be taking: fish oils, unless there's some sort of condition where you shouldn't take these. I don't know, but fish oils, take those. BCAAs. This is only my 2nd container of BCAAs, you guys. Yes, I recommend them for people who are in a calorie deficit, because I see this as an insurance for my muscle tissue. That way, when I'm in the gym, I kill it, you guys. I kill it. I go to failure. Like, I wish I could take you to where I am during those crazy sets. So you can understand what I mean. I don't mean like I break a sweat or I'm out of breath for a little bit. No, I kill it, you guys. And so this ensures my muscle tissue is not used for energy. Does everybody need to be taking this? No. Once again, there is, just it depends on what you're doing. But moving on, creatine. I got this for like 10 bucks. It was buy one get one free. This is the Ronnie Coleman series. Creatine monohydrate, by the way. Super cheap. If you're paying the 40-50 bucks for your creatine, you're probably wasting your money, in my opinion. One of the most, no, it's not one of the most, it is the most researched supplement out there. I'm going to be taking this for the rest of my life. Throughout contest prep, even when I'm not on contest prep, I'm just going to be taking creatine. It's perfectly fine and safe. For those of you asking why you're taking creatine during contest prep or throughout the time, because they're like, you're going to retain water. Well, the creatine is going to go in my muscles. It's going to pull water into my muscles. And it's going to give me that fuller look. So that's why I'm gonna just stay on it. And I've been taking creatine for about 3 months now, or maybe even longer. I can't even tell you how long I've been taking creatine. This is my second container. I just opened it, but I've been taking it for a while now. My body's adapted to it. It's perfectly fine. Next, I don't depend on these things. This is a pre-workout. ESP. If I was going to recommend, this is one of them that I would recommend. It tastes great, by the way, blueberry. But I don't depend on pre-workouts, you guys. They really don't hit me. I've never felt that tingling sensation. Never felt any of that stuff. But sometimes after work, I am tired and I don't want to eat food because then I have to wait like an hour or 2 hours for it to fully digest. And if I wait 1 or 2 hours, then I only have like an hour left at the gym. And my workouts typically take like 2 to 2.5 hours depending on what I'm doing. So yes, sometimes I do take a pre-workout, but once again, I do not depend on those things. I've gone months without one, and my workouts are perfectly fine. I don't even need music to work out with. I can forget my headphones or my iPod's dead, and my workouts are not affected. Like, I just love working out, so it's perfectly fine for me. So that's everything that I'm taking, you guys. Oh, also, my bad, protein. This is a roll 1 chocolate peanut butter, an isolate. Some of you, sorry about that. Some of you, if you follow me on Snapchat, you might have remembered that I was taking the protein from Walmart, which I wouldn't recommend, but it's what I could afford at the time, you guys. It was like 15-20 bucks for 2 pounds, and it's all I could afford at the time, and it was helping me get some nutrients while I was at work when I couldn't, stop and eat. So that's what I'm taking, you guys. And in my opinion, none of this is necessary. Not one of these supplements made me who I am. Not one of these supplements gave me the look that you see. It's all been due to my work, training-wise and nutrition-wise. Supplements, in my opinion, they're only about like 5% of the equation, if that. Like I said, you guys, like, I do not depend on these things. I can be perfectly fine without them, and there's not a single one here that you can take away from me and it's gonna hurt me, that make an impact in my physique. So yeah, you guys, that's all my supplements. If you have any other questions for me about that, let me know. So now that we got that out of the way, I want to talk about some training that I've been doing and maybe help you guys out a little bit, give you some tips. The other day, I was doing a shoulder workout at the gym. I was I recorded some footage. I couldn't record the entire workout because my friend, she had to go, but thankfully I was able to record a good amount. So I might talk over a few parts where you can't really hear what I'm saying in the gym because of noise in the background. But here we go, let's get started. So, doing overhead press here. What I'm focusing on is speed. So, I'm going to be trying to get the weight up as fast as I can. Once I start slowing down, that's when I'm going to rack it. This is called Ballistic training. You can find it in Arnold's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. That's where I got this from. So very important, keep your glutes tight, your core tight to get the weight up. If you don't do that, then you're going to be breaking form and you're going to be wasting energy and power. So this is just my second set. And you'll see why I start slowing down. Okay, so I want to go a little bit more into the specifics about ballistic training. So here you want to focus on exploding up and controlling it on the way down. On the way down, I don't mean take 3 to 5 seconds to lower the weight, but you do not want to just let gravity bring the weight down. You want to be in full control throughout the entire movement. Also, you don't want to go too heavy here. Because if you slip just by a little bit in the wrong direction, you could really hurt yourself and then you're unable to train. Here, as y'all can see, I'm not using any weight that's impressive. I'm going fairly light. I'm not very experienced with this movement, and honestly the first few times that I did this, I was only using the bar, so I'm kind of proud of myself here. But you guys, this is a skill here. It's not just moving weight or just moving an object. It's a skill you have to develop. And what I mean by that is your body has to learn how to use the proper muscles in the proper pattern. Your nervous system also has to get used to firing at a faster rate. So it's a skill you have to develop. It takes time, it takes patience, and just to avoid from injuring yourself. And so because of those two reasons, I like to begin my training like this, because it turns on my nervous system, it gets all my muscles moving, nicely warmed up and ready for my intense heavy or high volume training. So as you may or may not know, you have two main types of muscle fibers. You have a slow and a fast twitch. Here we're focusing on those fast twitch muscle fibers, and if you really want the best overall development of your physique, you're going to want to train both muscle fibers. Now, should you use ballistic training with every exercise? No, I would recommend you only use it with compound movements. Also, you want to really be mindful of how fast you're moving the weight. If it gets to the point where you're just using raw strength, like you can get the weight up, but you're just using your raw strength, then that's when it's time to rack the weight. Once you get a little bit more experience, you guys, you can really start mixing up your training styles. Like here, I do drop sets with ballistic training. Now I'm gonna do some strength training. I'm gonna go heavy. These target different muscle fibers as well. Those slow twitch muscle fibers. So I want to get 6 to 8 reps. See how it goes. So here with strength training, you guys, gonna do about 5 sets of this. The important parts here to keep in mind is keeping tight glutes and tight core. If you do not have tight glutes and a tight core, you're gonna break your form, meaning you might bend forward, you might bend a little bit too far back, your hips might bend. Either one of those is gonna cause you to lose power, and you're not gonna be able to raise the weight. You're not gonna get your full potential, and you might hurt yourself. So when I'm doing this movement, I'm really focusing on my glutes and my core. I'm still learning to activate the proper muscles here. So as you can see, I'm not moving anything impressive. I'm still learning how to do this properly. Cheat on that last one, but That's alright, controlled it on the way down. Alright, so I want to talk about cheating reps, what you just saw me do on the last clip and what you're going to see me do here in the next few clips, in the next few reps. So I do not have a spotter and I want to keep going. I want to get more work in. I want to push my limits. As you can see in my face, I'm determined to get more. So I have to cheat a little bit. I explode on the way up using my legs, but I still control it on the way down, and I try and control it as best and as long as possible. So I still benefit from the exercise. Alright, you guys, so now I want to talk about another one of my favorite training techniques. It's called rest pause sets. And I usually save it for like my 4th or 5th set. And what it does, it helps me add volume to my training. It helps me push past my limits. So what you do is you go until failure, you rack the weight, you rest 15 seconds, then you go again until failure. You might only get 4 reps, you might only get 5 reps. Whatever you get, it's okay. You rest another 15 seconds, and then you go again until failure. The purpose of this, you guys, is just to add volume, just to push your limits, really challenge yourself. And you know, in those last few reps, that's where you grow the most, that's where you benefit the most. So you can fail once and that's great, but failing 3 times, that's even better. Highly recommend you give this a try, you guys. You're gonna love it. It really pushes you. It really brings the best out of you. I just saw this video is about to hit 17 minutes long. I think that's long enough. I had so much more to share, but it's gonna have to wait for the next episode, hopefully coming soon. I'll try my best. Any questions, any comments, please hit me up. I'd be happy to hear from you guys. Y'all take care and thank you for watching.